I didn't see you guys there.
Hey.
It's getting comfy in our new crew neck Stay Tuned.
Look at this.
These sweatshirts. Anyway, we are here today to work on this Dodge D150. It's a 1980 model. I actually bought this for Barb, and I can't see it just sit there anymore. Well, how long ago did we buy this thing?
I think it was over the summer.
Over the summer, and this guy hasn't even touched it yet.
Washed it yet.
Yeah,
That's
it's
hard
like
for
he's
me.
got all sorts of free time. He's got a 3-year-old, and we keep him working until like all hours of the night. He does the thumbnails, believe it or not, on the channel. Anyway, this thing wasn't getting the resurrection that it needs, so we're in here, gonna rock on it this week. This is a super cool truck. If you don't know, this is second gen?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Right? Yeah. These are second gen trucks. They made them for a billion years. It's 73 to 93. 72 to 93?
Oh, yeah, I guess the broad generation 72 to 93.
Yeah, so
same frame and everything.
20 years.
A lot of years.
They made these things for 20 years. They're awesome. This is the last year of the tin grill. It's a wicked cool truck. The setup on this thing is he's just looking to get something that he can mob around in, you know, not drive his nice, you know, brand new SUV every day, throw stuff in the back, move it around. Look, you need a hot rod. You need a truck too. They're awesome to have. This is slant 6 powered 4-speed. Is it overdrive?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
4-speed overdrive. It's got the A833 overdrive, 4-speed trans, which is cool. So it'll be manual. It's got manual steering and manual everything. Transmission, steering, and brakes. But that's all right. We're gonna bulk up a little bit after this one. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be good for everybody. So yeah, we have got it fired up before. This thing sat. I bought it from a dude who tossed it up on Marketplace. I kind of bought it secretively. Barb, I was like, oh, it got sold, and then I was like, I bought it. Here it is. All right, so we're gonna take this thing from a truck that's been sitting for many, many years and turn it into a fun little driver for Barb. Let's rock. Click the link to check out the Stay Tuned merch store. We've got shirts, hats, and fresh, new Stay Tuned crew necks. It's getting cold, and it's also gift-giving season. The holidays are coming up. This is a perfect way to say, I love you, and I know what you think is cool. Hot rods. Buy a shirt. Or like buy yourself, listen, buy yourself a shirt. 2012 is the last time this thing was registered on the road. The guy that owned this truck was working in a big industrial complex. He had a little shop, and I know that he drove it after 2012, but mostly just around the industrial complex to dump trash and stuff like that. I got it mostly because it's very solid. These things tend to rust out here in the Northeast, and it's
not
pretty
doing
good.
a roof on this one.
Yeah, exactly. Barb had one of these.
Yeah.
Replaced the roof on it, wound up not finishing it and selling it, and just lamented it. Wish he hadn't sold it, so I bought him another one.
It's my guy.
Yeah. All right, let's rock.
Right there. That's a good surprise.
Let's get into the first stuff. We're gonna do mechanicals first. It doesn't run great. We'll probably do a little bit of tune-up. The number one thing we have to do, drivetrain-wise, is that the clutch is shot. We're gonna toss it up, pull that big. It's iron, right? Of course it is.
I haven't looked under there.
Iron
but I think
transmission
so, yeah.
out of here, and put a fresh clutch in there. Let's go.
Do it.
Let's do it. I love these trucks. So 1980, but it still looks like a truck from the 70s, like early 70s. Super cool with that. The last tin grill. It's one of the reasons I grabbed this one. Later on, they get like the big crosshair, plasticky front grill, like Mikey's Ram Charger if you're looking through the channel. And that's cool, but it just screams 80s, and this is like kind of more timeless. More old school.
How long did that thing go?
Shoof. She got some patina on her, that's for sure. You should keep this whole set up and then get yourself a nice Hearst competition on there. So you
We
can,
probably have 4 of them for the fire.
Oh, we do.
you can't have that. No, that's a no. I'm gonna put 103 horsepower in front of that thing. All right.
You wait. You
This
see this
Muncie
thing
bowl up in here?
screaming.
All right.
Need light on
The
the
goal
subject.
is, end of the week, decent looking, decent running, driving little truck. I'm excited.
Me too.
Very excited. Stop looking at stuff. Everything you look at, we gotta fix. I'm gonna stop looking at stuff.
Here goes 2 days into a week real
Yeah.
quick.
Man, that little guy does good.
Get a mallet. All right. That's not doing anything. Where are these bolts going to? I think these are just holding it together.
I think so.
Okay, so, all right, let me hit it backwards. Watch your face.
There she goes.
Okay. want some glasses? I'm missing a bolt.
I think it rusted.
No animals?
I think the bolt rusted away.
It's crusty. It's mostly, aside from the floor here, it's all surface rust. I'm just gonna keep telling myself that. I love when people say that. Did you like how straight my face was on that one? Okay. All right, so we can strap this transmission up to the thing. And when Tony gets back, let's get this thing out of here.
You're good.
What you weigh?
This bad boy, I think it's all iron. I put it at $125 probably. I'm pushing the motor up.
More
so a
than
little
that, I
You
think.
need to lift me for
It's
comparison.
more than that.
Trying to get a little, I'm just trying to break it free. There it goes.
Okay.
All right, so you have to sag it down to make sure there's enough room to come out with this thing.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, take a little weight off this.
You gonna clear the floor over there?
That's what my concern is.
Come down a little bit.
I'm trying. This thing
coming
doesn't
back, it's
go. You good? You need a little more. There you go.
Down a little bit.
It goes down.
Yeah, see, look here.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah, it's fine. Come on,
More.
down. That's good. We'll put the shifter on after. All right, lower it all the way.
I'm trying.
I got it.
Push it forward. Holy shit.
Oh,
I got it.
okay.
Brendan's air filter.
Oh, no. I was going to clean that.
That's aluminum.
It's not.
That's not.
That's not. This is though.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
Because it didn't feel that heavy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Tyler's here. He's doing some after-hours moonlighting over here
Yeah.
at the Stay Tuned shop.
Trying to stay
He's got a little repair shop in town. This is where you get to come to work on the fun stuff.
Yeah, no, well, I mean, we deal with just as much rust there too, so.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna wait for the.
Feels like home.
Yeah.
This car has a Z-bar.
Sick.
That's what this is. There's it's just like a big bell crank. It has a central shaft, an arm to push on the clutch, and an arm that comes off the pedal. It's all fully mechanical. It's not too much different than what's in my Demon. We always wind up hydraulic converting everything, but we're just gonna keep it old school and run it. So if you haven't seen one of these, that's how they work. They just have a post that's supported by the engine side, a post on the frame, and then a big bell crank. It works good. Pretty basic.
Your
If the
Demon's
bearings
still
go
a
bad,
Z-bar?
Yeah.
it's a mess. So,
Your Demon's still a Z-bar?
yeah.
Stands for Zanzibar.
Yeah, Zanzibar, you know. That's right. Hey, let's take 2 seconds and talk about today's sponsor. This is Ridge. They make awesome stuff. It's the best gear designed for life. I carry this wallet and key case plus a phone and a knife. That's what I'm good to go for the day. These are awesome. This holds up to 12 cards. This holds up to 6 keys. You can personalize them. They come in 30 different styles and colors. They are awesome. Also, look, it's holiday season is right here, and it's tough to buy for some people. Everybody needs a fresh wallet. Everybody has keys. It's a universal killer gift. And right now, if you go to ridge.com/stay tuned, you can get up to 30% off of these products and be entered to win a $4,000 Ridge giveaway bundle. It's rocking. It's awesome. Let's get back to the video. Wait, let me fire it. Wait. Let me fire this thing up. Oh yeah. All right, we know we need to deal with the brakes. They don't do anything. Slowing down the car, that's their one job, and they're not doing it. And we want to replace these old brush painted white wheels. I got another set of the Dodge style police wheels, which are 15x7. They look cooler, they're wider. The same ones I got on my Polara 440. And we're gonna throw them on here too. I'm gonna yank these off first, see how bad the brakes and suspension are. And I think this is, we have 4 dudes monkeying around on a clutch. We can probably expand a little bit, hit a couple things at the same time. Step 1, wheels off. Yeah, that's the rules. If it's up on the car, you call it patina. Once it hits the ground, call it rust. That's it.
Is that what the rule is?
That's the rule.
I like
made it
that.
up.
Okay.
Honestly, it makes sense.
It's full of patina.
All right.
I can't imagine why the brakes didn't feel good. Could have been
It's
anything.
a real mystery, isn't it?
Could have been anything. It's a huge mystery.
Yeah.
Get further than this.
Again? Oh yeah.
Depends on what you want to do.
I mean, if it's doable, it'd be way easier.
Oh yeah, look at all that. They were floating, right?
A lot of rust is floating. Right.
Throwing that around.
In the air, it's patina. In the air, it's patina.
That was my next question.
Got it.
What's airborne?
So this is like just replace what's extremely necessary. We're not like throwing a whole new clutch and flywheel in here. We're just gonna get this thing going down the road. This is not like a full rest.
It's like a $110 clutch.
Yeah, just get it going. Get it going, keep it cheap.
118 bucks.
With the pressure plate?
Yeah, the kit. All right.
Go. There you go. Watch out, that's the last one. It's gonna get loose. Yeah. Okay.
Is this whole thing gonna come off now?
We're gonna just try to slide it out. We don't want to take the dog
Oh, I
off.
see, I see.
Gonna see if we can slide the pressure plate down.
Yeah, worst case scenario, we have to take it off anyways, but
Yeah, it's gotta come off either way.
there's a lot of stuff. Push it up a little bit. Okay.
It's in my finger. Okay.
Hey, look at that.
Show the guy.
Pretty rough.
There's a couple hot spots on this flywheel, boy.
Couple.
Whoa. This guy out there drift racing this thing or what? Kicking the clutch?
Oh, yeah, look at that, huh?
Looks like you got Chelsea DeNova behind the wheel of this thing. This guy loves the clutch pedal. Flat rivets, both sides.
Let's see.
Probably part of the drivability.
Yeah, so this clutch was shot.
The pedal, it wouldn't engage until the pedal was like a quarter of an inch from the top of the
I'm
travel,
surprised you didn't have to pull on the pedal to make it do something.
and it made a whole lot of noise in reverse.
Yeah, we were riding on the rivets the
Yeah.
whole way. This clutch is shot. It's all the life left it 10,000 miles ago. So
That's fine.
we're gonna go in. I'm just gonna hit the flywheel a little sandpaper, cross our fingers and slap the new one in. But you can see this is an organic disc. So the whole thing is one big piece, and you have like 1/8 of an inch between the top of the rivet and the mating surface, you know, like the clutch surface. So once you wear it down on the rivet, it's
like
done.
8 lifetimes for me, I
Yeah,
think.
it's done. This will be great. Sweet. I have this sanding block. Not a recommended way to do this, but I'm doing it anyway. See this thing I'm doing here? Don't do it. I'm just trying to make sure there's nothing absolutely stuck. I'm gonna ruin this. Any super awful high spots. Is it flat? It's as flat as it was before. So we got that going for us. I'm just gonna do a little brake clean on it
For now, I'll see if I can
and give it a wipe with a clean rag.
Here we go. Yeah, if it's got a bunch of springs in it, that should be the right fit.
Okay.
I got it. Gonna clean this pressure plate off, get all this packing material from
Yeah.
manufacturing.
Every
Man, that's
pressure plate and flywheel ships with a coating so it won't rust. Thank you for spraying me with that.
You're welcome.
Solid work.
I wanna make sure you don't rust.
It's all right. Never stop moving, never rust. And if you don't do that, if you think you're like, oh, I'll just put it in the way it came, it's a
Don't.
great way to get a bunch of hot spots and have it made up like garbage.
No bueno.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. All right, put this clutch fork in here. Snap it onto. I'm saying that. Oh, I see. There we go.
That looks right.
Yes, it does.
Beauty.
you.
Good. Got some.
2, 3. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna strap it down.
Yeah, she's real lubed up.
Yep.
This thing's ready to party. It's gonna go in where we need it to.
You okay?
I'm good.
Down with the front.
Yeah.
Are you in?
There it is.
You okay?
I mean, it's getting gross. We're getting in there. It. Up a little more. There it is.
It's in?
Yeah.
All right. I got both.
Alright. That should be good.
There we go. Yes, sir.
Ah, right in the pocket.
That's for later. Save that one. Got a clutch now, boy.
Huh?
You got a clutch now.
Yeah, that thing was
Hammer.
I didn't even
hammered.
look at it.
It was. There was
It's
nothing
got
left.
rivets on both sides, dude. Done. All right, Tyler's tossed the drive shaft back in. I reconnected the speedometer cable, the reverse lights, and the Z bar. So we got a working clutch now.
Hey, look at that.
Seems like a reasonable amount of free play.
Yeah.
I'm gonna dig into this 1-barrel carburetor, and they're gonna tear the front end apart.
All right. And put this thing down. Get that carby off.
You're sure you have the right kit? I hate tearing into these things, and then we're like, oh, now we're because it does run
I
a little
bought the
bit.
kit based on the year
Yep.
on Rock Auto for this,
Okay.
and I learned a lot about these carburetors.
Yeah, I usually buy them based off the zodiac sign and where the moon is, where the moon is in its phase.
Well, I did it right then.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Yeah.
Perfect.
This feels like an Aquarius to me. Yeah, this is a big old retrograde. Come on together.
There we go. That's a Holly 1945 right there,
Yeah,
and you can't get those.
I believe it. I believe there's not a big market for those
No,
now.
can't get
They're
them.
not making those anymore.
So that's it.
Look, she looks good. That fuel feed line looks
Perfect.
fantastic.
Definitely get a lot of PB.
Oh yeah. All right, let's try to get it off. It does run the way it is, so let's make it better. Can't wait to dig into this thing.
You volunteered.
I don't know why.
Neither do I.
Yeah.
You make it hard for your fingers, that's for sure. There she is. Look at that bad boy. Woo! All that fuel economy.
All right, I did a little internet research. I got an exploded diagram of this Holly 1945 carburetor. And I'm gonna start tearing it apart. I pulled this valve thinger off here. I got the choke plate out already. Well, I'm about to, there it is. I'm just gonna take it apart. I'm gonna really just look at where the main jets are, power valve, idle jets, and the accelerator pump, and hopefully only disassemble it as much as I can. I've taken some pictures of it because I am not familiar with this carburetor at all. And I'm gonna need a road map to figure out where we are and where we've been. Like, what's that thing? What's that do? I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll learn together. I do know that it's the kind of old school carburetor where I'm gonna pull off this top plate, see the floats, hopefully see the main jets, and go from there. Ooh. Just that easy. All right, so that's the pump. Cool. All right, I've got the carburetor body soaking, and I'm just going through all the small parts with a little bit of carb cleaner and some Scotch-Brite and cleaning up anything that needs it. And then I'm gonna just slap this thing back together. I think I've got a pretty good understanding what the accelerator pump is, where the jets are, how the floats work, and I will just get it pretty good. Let's see what happens. It's got ball bearings in it. It's not my favorite.
spread the... That in your way? Are you good?
No, it should be.
That did it. All right. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
There we go, baby.
Cutting these.
Huh?
I'll cut it in advance though. Tell me how much.
A cutoff wheel. Take 4 seconds.
Yeah, I'll message him. I got it.
Taking out the lower control arm to put these new van control arms in. That'll do it.
Okay, so this is a cool trick that a bunch of people do on these trucks. This is the factory lower control arm, and this is a lower control arm out of a B series van, which is the same generation. The difference in these is that on the control arm for the truck, from this truck, the spring sits on the top, whereas in the van, they sit 2 or 3 inches lower into the control arm, which lowers the truck, keeps the spring rate from changing, etc. There are a couple of small changes. The sleeve in the bushing here is 3/4 inch versus these smaller, I believe, 9/16. Yeah, 9/16 bolts. So you can drill those holes out to 3/4 and then put a 3/4 inch bolt in it. The store is closed right now, so we're gonna put this bolt in for now, and then tomorrow we'll drill those out and get some bigger bolts. But yeah, let's ride. Okay, so I'm gonna cut a little bit out of the spring just to get it a little bit lower in the front. I've seen like a million guys put these control arms on these trucks with the flip kit we're gonna do in the rear, and the front always sits maybe a little bit higher, a little bit more wheel gap between the tire and the top of the fender. So we're gonna take a little bit out of this one. I'm gonna take, I think, a full coil. It says 1 inch from the bottom of this to the bottom of this, but it's gonna change the spring rate a little bit. So it's probably not gonna be exactly 1 inch. I'm just gonna cut 1 coil and hope for the best. Cut off 1 coil here. Here we go.
Yeah, coil 1, fingers none. Just how I like it.
There we go.
Woo.
No Carolina squat for you, buddy.
No, baby. You've been waiting to say that, aren't you? All right, okay. All right, so one of the modifications that you have to make to these van control arms in order for the strut bars to bolt up to them is you have to drill 2 new 1/2 inch holes in the arm over here, and then you have to cut the steering stops off because you don't need either of those and they get in the way. So a trick that I read online, some people will bolt it in and completely lay the strut rod down and then mark the holes. Another guy said everything can just be marked off of the center line since the holes are symmetrical from the center line of the ball joint and the bushing sleeve. So we're just gonna take a piece of wire here and lay it across the center of here and go from the center of the ball joint.
I think it's about there. Move over a little bit.
Yep, a little bit more that way. Yep,
Your way or my
perfect.
way?
No, you're good. And then just make a mark. Okay. So then the measurement on the truck control arm from the center of the ball joint to where the center of the holes are is 2.5 inches. So we're gonna put this here, 2.5, make a mark. So that's our cross line. And then the split between the 2 hole centers is 1 inch and 7/8, which is 15/16 from the center line. Punch a little hole. And drill some 1/2 inch holes. A little spray there. There we go. Just that easy.
A little more.
Hold on. You got this spring cut, ready to rock. You want to swing that up, Tyler?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
Good there.
Yep. Spring's loose in here.
You need that whole jar.
No. Okay. We did that. Once it has weight on it, it'll be fine. Yeah.
It makes installation very easy. I'm pleased.
It is kind of a lot. It's
It'll
not.
be fine once it comes down.
I know. I'm not
You want me to
thrilled.
jack it up to give you some confidence?
Drill, yeah.
Some thrill. All right, well, this will help it a little bit too. All right, let's put this on.
Yep. Good there.
Yep. Got the other one?
Wait a second. There we go. There we go. Hold up.
Let me know in a couple days.
We got the whole front end back together. Tyler's just tightening up the last ball joint nut right now, putting the cotter pin on. I went and ordered a set of shocks for the front and the rear. They'll be here in the morning so that we can get rid of those crusty ones that are doing absolutely nothing now. And then tomorrow we'll do the axle flip and the brakes. We should be good. Tony's rocking on that carburetor. It looks beautiful. You see that thing? Woo! Looks brand new.
That's on this. Accelerator pump's tight. Power valve, accelerator pump. All right, I think this might work. She might just run.
All right, so we wrapped up the front suspension last night. We're in this morning, and we're gonna take this rear axle out and do an axle flip, which is gonna require cutting off the U-bolts, taking all this old suspension out, shocks and everything, loosening one side of the leaf springs and pivoting them down. I was kind of hoping we were gonna be able to slide it in here, but there's not enough room. And then we have to weld on a set of spring perches on the bottom side of the axle so that everything will sit on the top. This should give us about 6 inches of drop in the back, which should be killer with what we've already done in the front.
Oh, you scared?
A little bit.
I wish the camera's on you, dude.
I forgot that it made exploding sounds.
It's just that easy, brother.
The bolts here that hold the wheel cylinders in are rounded and rusted. The brake line is rounded and rusted. The tube nut is rounded and rusted.
Hey, hey.
Basically everything's rounded and rusted
They're
here.
patina.
No, it's about to be on the floor.
It's still on there, isn't
All
it?
right. It's heavily patinaed.
Hell yeah.
So we're gonna drill everything out, cut the lines, make new lines, and I guess do it right? Ish? Sure.
Boo.
Yeah. All right, let's do it.
Just cap this and call it a day.
Any brakes in the back, make it a burnout machine.
I don't think this will spin any tires, bud.
Not with that attitude, it won't. Got a fresh clutch, baby. Now, we haven't super talked about it, but what we're building here is like a very affordable little rip-around truck. I paid $800 for the truck. We're gonna do wheels and tires, which cost probably the most. But besides that, quick clutch job, rebuild this carburetor, your flip axle
Flip kit
scenario.
stuff was
Lower it
cheap.
down. What we got?
Maybe 2,500 bucks.
Maybe 2,500 bucks into having a sweet little street truck, 4-speed, tin grill, old school. That's killer. That's a killer setup right there.
It's the best.
It's awesome. So this is going from overslung to underslung, which means the axle used to live here, and now it's going to live here. It's obviously going to lower it significantly. And you need to get yourself a new set of spring purchase for that, or leaf spring pads, whatever you want to call them. The only real way to do this, because leaf spring pads determine the exact pinion angle, is to clean up this whole area, bolt them on with the new with the new U-bolts, get it kind of all in the car, lower it down as best you can to ride height, and then measure your pinion. While it's there, tack it on hard. A couple big tacks at the welder, pull it all apart, and then you can weld the whole thing on. It's a little bit of a process.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
Clean
you do
this
it.
up.
I'm still putting this carburetor together. Almost done now.
Okay. Scoot it back. Okay. All right, now we're gonna go loosen that. Yeah, there we go.
More?
Yep.
Okay. Tell me when you're ready to go to you.
Push. Go ahead.
There you go. Yep.
Try and get it centered.
So lay the
Push it.
pads on it.
Here.
I'm gonna lift, you lay the pad on it,
Yep.
right? Good?
Yep.
Yeah, put it on there, and then we'll slide it.
Yep.
Slide it to you, Zach. There you go.
Right there.
That's it. Did you get long enough U-bolts, you think?
I had these. These are laying around U-bolts.
This fucking guy.
Damn. Barb's gonna run the same set of Mopar police wheels that I'm running on my Polara. They're 15x7. They have these cool slots in them, and they have a couple different sweet dog dish style hubcaps. We actually bought two sets at the same time,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Remember we thought we got 8s?
Yes, one guy claimed they were 15x8, so I was like, these are crazy. I've never heard of these. So we bought two sets. We're gonna split the 8s. Turns out they're all 15x7. Either way, we both got a set of wheels.
Cheap.
Very
And
cheap,
great
great
shape,
price.
like
Yeah.
$200, I think.
Couple $100, and I was gonna run a 275 in the back of the Polara, but it does not fit. So Barb's gonna run those and the Mickey Thompson Sportsmans on the back of this thing, and I got 255 cents to put on my car. So we're all set. You're running two 45s in the front?
245/60, yes.
245/60 in the front, Mickey Thompson Sportsman STs, 275, 60
275/60, yep.
in the back.
Lord's tire.
Yeah, it's a good tire, good size tire. The old standard 275/60 15 we put on lots of
everything.
cars.
That's
Yeah,
a big-
lots of cars. And then you somehow wound up with a better set of hubcaps I'm definitely not going to steal at some point. But these are
Technically, I own both sets.
These are my faves, with the red line and the frat zog on there. That's what they call that triangle, and just a little bit better detail. All good.
They're pretty cool.
Yeah, pretty great.
They're a bit rougher, but
Yeah.
they're really hard to find.
He's got the axle on top of the leaf springs now, and the van control arms plus cut springs in the front. And we put the new wheels and tires on. We're going to see this thing proper stance for the first time. It's gone from trash truck
Still a trash truck, but I
some
love
way
it.
cool to a low trash truck with cool wheels on it.
Think about how much easier it'll get to get the garbage in the back.
Yeah, it's awesome. Moment of truth. Bring it down. The front.
Oh,
There, the springs
is.
found their homes. That's pretty low, man. Jeez, dude. That's it?
the back seemed, yeah, that looks
It's
good.
very low.
Woo!
That's perfect, actually. It's perfect.
That's perfect.
The front's gonna go down when you roll a little bit, but
Yeah.
dang, that's good. All right, that is
Hell
good.
yeah.
That is nice. Nice work there.
You like that?
That is,
These peepers been working. Look at that.
dang, that's good. It's like a whole different truck now. Wow, it's nice.
You back in?
I'm back
You were-
in. I was
you were
never out, but
He was
man, that's
never
good.
out. So we're gonna measure the pinion angle right now of this rear end, and we're gonna try and set it at 2.5 degrees, pointing downward. So I got a little digital angle finder here. All right, so it's a little hard to see under here because it's pretty dark, but I am currently setting the pinion angle. I've mounted the spring perches on top of the leaf springs. The axle is sitting in the perches, and the U-bolts are just like snug right now. So what I did was took this digital angle finder and I took a mallet and I tapped it down to about 2.5 degrees pointing downward. And we're gonna put a couple of little tacks in this and snug these nuts up on the U-bolts, and we should be good to go. Then we'll put it up in the air, finish weld it, and be done.
Good. Sweet. I have this 1-barrel carburetor fully rebuilt. This took me like a couple hours. Scrubbed it, cleaned everything, all the moving parts seem to be rocking and rolling. It's a little bit involved with the choke and the power valve and the way the accelerator pump works. I've got it all dialed in. I'm gonna hand it now to our resident carburetor tester, Zach, just to make sure the linkage feels good. It sounds good to me. Here, give her a feel. It's good. Tight. That's good. Everybody's got to have a job. All right, I'm excited though. We're gonna fire. I just think we just connect this fuel and fire it up and see what it does. He's got some spark plugs and some other nonsense, so he can deal with that later. I want to hear this thing run. See if I did any good. What we say? We love our pizza up here. Oh, white pizza. Shocker. Smells delicious. I'm excited. It's our local slice spot. Still better than just about anything you can get outside of the Northeast. Listen to that. And that one's mine. Just touching one for everybody that was complaining last. Look, Eric, get the perfect.
We had people fired up last week.
Crunchy. That's incredible. You want to run it?
Oh.
Get in there, buddy.
Okay.
Turn the key on this monster. So if you hit the gas, let me see what happens. Yeah, it just locks that choke right up. Okay. I've got everything hooked up. Well, a couple of emission things we skipped, but the choke is on, and I think I've got this thing figured out. We'll see what it does. 225 cubic inches. It's called a tower of power. These things are legendary for being unkillable. That's kind of what they do. If you ever watched all those weird late infomercials about oil additives in like the 2000s or 90s, late night, buy this, you can't blow your motor up. They would like drain all the oil out and let it run. And it was always a slant 6 because you can do that into regular ones.
Was
it doesn't matter. Yeah, it's always. They would like put sand in the valve cover. I'm like, you can do whatever you want to a slant 6. They pretty much keep on rocking. That's the legend anyway. Ready?
Okay.
Put it right down that hole. Just to get us going, because that new fuel filter, etc. Oh wow. Click that over. There it is. Go ahead, send it. Fire it up. Oh, look at that, gas is already flying out of that thing. Okay, yeah, keep going. It's gonna take a little time to get some in the bowl. Give it a little, oh. Still might be filling the bowl up.
It does that, it just dies.
Are you on the gas? A little bit, just keep it running.
Sounds like a sewing machine.
We're definitely getting fuel,
Yep.
pumping in. There's not much to it. I didn't play with the float height or the, I gave 2 turns out on the main air bleed screw, which is underneath one of the corners. That's it.
Okay.
And then I rebuilt it a lot. See if it'll rev up. Pretty good.
Sounds great.
Pretty good.
Oh, yeah, nice work.
Yeah, not too bad. Not much to see. That's idle? Idling,
Yeah.
look at that. All right, rock and roll.
Not much to see
Not
here.
exciting, but it's rewarding. I did that. So as you rev it and it gets warm, the choke will go away. Pretty cool. Give it a rev. All right, that does sound pretty great.
Sounds
All right,
good.
That's nice.
We're in there, baby.
All right, can't wait to take this thing down the road. All right, you're gonna bring it up now. Weld to perch is on. Shocks and brakes I'll take this thing down the road.
That's right.
All right, let's do it. I'm pumped now. All right. There you go, beautiful. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Check it out. Drop them down.
See his multi-shot thing?
I love it.
All right. Got those hot boy gasamatics right here. You see that? This is Advance Auto's finest.
Look at that. Look at that.
Beauty.
Okay. Get a big washer.
I can't have Barb running around with this crusty dust. This made lots of power on the Firebird, so just cut this hole bigger.
Yeah, set my guy up.
Get a little chrome in there.
A couple of racing tricks. Big power. Let that thing breathe.
Yeah, we want to hear it.
Let it breathe.
This is gonna hit there.
Hit what?
This is flat. You got 2-inch PVC? 2.5.
That's a good call. Yeah, just get a piece of exhaust pipe. Get a thick one.
Or aluminum.
Aluminum, sure, yeah. Just
I'm saying we probably have that size.
fine. Yeah, I'm made of money. You use aluminum.
In the scrap bucket.
I'm kidding.
Get the You think we're using good stuff?
How high do you want it?
Perfect. That's what I'm talking.
Cut a
Stovepipe
hole.
that thing.
Cut a hole in the hood, put the filter on
Put
the
the filter
outside.
on top. Cold air, baby.
For sure. Lots of lights and speakers. Oh, that's.
Yes.
All right. I waited long enough. It's time. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that is good.
That's so satisfying. God dang. Let's see. Oh,
Oh my God, it's so clean. Is that good? Woo! It was dirty white, and now it's clean white.
that's cool.
I love it.
Hell yeah.
Nice work. All right, we're tossing in a couple of Auto Part Internationals in the front of this bad boy. Barb sprung for these suckers. Barb, how much are these front shocks? 140 bucks.
50 bucks? 40 bucks?
All right. Solid. Goodbye. I like them. They got anti-seize on them. I'm a fan.
I'm trying to keep the essence of this build, man. It's a budget build.
Shove it in there.
Where's it go?
It's got chrome on it.
I'm a big fan. I just want to know what they
We were
were.
asking.
Gee, nobody's hating
You should
here.
have paid more so they fit through the control arms.
Yikes.
How about that? That'll go. Give it a little whack.
There's a no, it might. Yeah, you have to just beat it in there.
The problem is getting them out at one point.
Hey,
our
that's
problem.
somebody else's problem.
That's a different problem for a different time.
All right, get the mallet.
Ouchie!
It's an interference fit.
I meant
Big old-
to get that one.
Put it in there.
All right. Ouch. Ouch.
Stay back. Yeah, he moved the shock in my hand between the shock and the spring.
Fit like a glove. Didn't you have a nut in your hand?
I do not.
We are just about ready to rock. Barb is running around. Tyler is doing the drum brakes.
We love you, Tyler.
We love you, Tyler. Barb came up with some excuse to not be here. No big deal. And well, basically the last thing we have to do, Zimmy and I are going to put in this new Dorman master cylinder. The brakes are Haggard and rocked. This is a nice piece from a local PA company we really like. And we will swap it right out. It's the same kind of dual circuit master. It should hopefully go right on. And, you know, we will be driving this thing in no time. So it's master cylinder, do the rears. He's doing wheel cylinders, all full shoes, hardware, everything on the drum brakes. We'll bleed this whole thing and hit the road. I'm excited. I'm excited.
For these wheel cylinders, we need a way for them to connect to the shoes. They all ended up in the trash. We got 3 out of 4.
That ain't gonna cut it.
It's underneath. I see it.
You're right.
Turn that off! Did all that digging in the trash for nothing, dude. Come on. Or better reimburse me for that time. Emotional.
We're gonna take this thing out for the maiden voyage. Woo. I don't know how many of us dudes we can fit in here, but I'm gonna figure it out. Cram in here, go get some fresh gas, maybe a couple of shorty hoagies. Figure it out. Let's do it. Stoked. It looks awesome. We haven't even touched the paint. I feel like there's a comic wash coming, but this is killer. Those police bills look good on everything. Center caps are sick. This is the rate is perfect. The height is perfect. All right, fire it up, Barb. Oh man, you got your hand.
Oh yeah.
Dude, we're doing it.
Barb, you put the plug wires on this thing?
She's running good. Get that? You got no interior lights?
Nope.
That's fine. It's got heat, I think. Yeah! First time in my truck! Woo!
Oh, that was incredible.
We should do that for everything.
That's awesome.
Yes! Let's go! 4 dudes in a D150 in the middle of the night cruising. I love it. What's that noise? Give it some gas in third. Will it go up the hill?
That's hard.
Where it's going?
Yeah.
Bro, it is 105
I know.
horsepower or whatever you're looking
Yeah,
at.
with 4 dudes, and it probably weighs 4,000 pounds. Probably not that
I
much.
think this thing hasn't been down a highway in at least 10 years.
No.
Yeah. It's doing awesome.
Feels pretty good.
We are on the streets. I am pumped.
This is sick.
You have yourself a cool little cruiser, man.
This is sick. This thing's
I
not
will open
here
up the
tomorrow.
needle. Yeah, that's
Pissed.
it. All right, leave it running. I'm gonna play with the needle jet.
Okay. There's so much confetti.
Solid work.
I think I.
All right, who's getting hoagies? I'm gonna play with this thing.
Yeah. So good.
Cool. All right, after a killer first drive, we're back in here with Barb's truck. We're gonna do a little bit more to it, just do a little visual transformation. You can see it's covered in garbage still from being a trash truck and living outside for a couple years. We're gonna scrub it down. He's got a better bumper for it. I'm gonna knock some of the extraneous brackets off of the bed, and then we're gonna take it out. It's snowing and have some fun with it.
Hell yeah.
Let's go. Let's get rocking.
Do it.
Wrap this thing up.
And then we'll lay the bumper in. We can cut it back a little bit at a time. Just to, yeah, I'd like to flush it in.
You're gonna
That's
get
what you're
this-
saying?
Sure, yeah.
The chip food bumper top.
Hell
That's it.
yeah, we are.
That's what we're doing.
I think they call it Frenching it in.
Old Barb Coddington over here. So he's got this
Solid.
solid
can see how much that thing weighs.
behemoth on here. We're gonna get rid of that. Put on this sleek Ram Charger bumper, which is
I can
actually
tell
pretty
you It
good.
weighs a lot because it's got 3/8 plate steel on the bottom.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I like to do that too. Spray it and light it on fire. Oh, double whammy.
He's doing it. Guy knows his way around fire.
These things are rugged, dude. Before
Yes.
we commit to getting this done, let's see if we can get these off.
Yeah.
You might just go bumperless. Oh! I think it's tighter. Or let's do that.
Do that again. Yeah, I think we'll be all right.
Bang!
Woo!
Boom.
Proud of you.
That's the one.
All right.
Yeah, this isn't nearly as heavy as the other one.
Sick. Okay.
All right, I'll hold this up and see how much we have to cut it back.
Yeah. Perfect.
Right there, right?
Nailed it.
Hold it up. It's gonna go there. 4 inches would put this to here. I'm gonna cut 3.5, and yeah, we'll cut 3.5, and I can always cut off more.
Okay. All right, so Barb does not have these stock bumper brackets. Instead, I'm just going to use a little bit of this strap material. It is 2 by 1/8. I have just enough to basically get it bent. It's going to be bolted in from the front and the top, and then I'm going to use these little angle pieces to cover the width because the actual frame rail pieces that we have on the truck now are a bit inside. They are pretty frozen on there. We're not going to mess with it too much. We're just going to cut them a little bit shorter and then move this thing where we need it and weld it all on. It should be plenty strong. It's going to have a little bit of 1/8 in it. We'll call that a crumple zone because it's still got that big, thick strap holding it out, you know, the proper bumper
Yeah,
bracket.
that'd be
So
great.
even if he runs into something, he's still going to be somewhat protected. I measured this. I'm going to cut it straight. It's just enough material to do 2 of these brackets, and then I'll bend them in a vise and we'll keep rocking. All right, bend it up.
Shame we can't reach it.
That'll work. A little more on it. If it's anything thicker than this, I use a big hammer. Hammer right at the vise.
Pretty good. I do.
They're inboard, the frame rails, like the ones that are coming out. So we're gonna go like this, and then he can actually push it in or out or up or down whenever he wants it and just weld it up. Barb can sit back and make it perfect.
That's a good looking dolly right there.
Yeah, let me see that.
What's that off of? What's the make and model on that?
Chevy S10.
88
Nice.
S10.
Beautiful thing.
I know that caliper anyway.
You see how much, look how much better it is.
Yeah, it's incredible.
That works. We need more distance and for them to be a little bit inboard. We're just gonna use these little L brackets. What's nice is he'll weld that on and then we'll be able to move it in and out, rotate it wherever. Unbolting this from the truck would be a nightmare. I'll get it, he's gonna weld these in, then we'll get it perfect. He'll weld it right to the truck. We call it a day.
How much you got there?
That'll be close. They're not the same, remember? That's what we're using these for.
Yep. Yeah, that looks
That's
pretty
real good.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Barb couldn't wait to clean it up a little bit. I'm excited. We're gonna take it out of here. It's snowing, basically. We're gonna hit a do-it-yourself warm car wash. scrub this thing and then take her for some driving. So,
The inside, good.
look at how they fit.
All right, roughly.
I like it in tight, man.
Me too, that's what I'm trying to do.
Just shove it in, Chip Foose. Let's go. That's better. That's good.
It's about as good as it's gonna get for a guy.
It's gonna get all that much better.
Okay. I'm with it.
Think?
That looks good.
Helmet.
Hit it with some beefy tags.
You go to Outback, get one of those onions. That ain't a tack, that's a bead.
Yeah, buddy. Sweet. All right, we've got the new bumper on. We're taking it to scrub this thing down, and the transformation will be complete.
Let that thing scream.
Oh, you want to hear it?
I think it jerked second.
Maybe. It's like a peep.
The roads are wet too, but
Hit it. Look at that. Grimy. Incredible. If we became a detailing channel, I think Barb would be pretty okay with it. That's not, we'll leave that to the Ammo NYC guys. That ain't us. Pop some champagne, and order some steaks. You want to drive? I don't care.
I'll drive later.
It's fine. Headed back to the shop. Barb's behind the wheel. This thing is cruising awesome. The heat actually works. We got it all scrubbed up. It's an awesome little transformation, man. I am super pumped on this truck.
Thing's killer.
Cruising. It's a driver, man. It is such a good driver. I'm very pumped for you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I appreciate all the help.
Of course. Of course. Steak lunch on Barb, baby.
hell yeah.
Let's do it.
Get it, get it. Pretty good. That's pretty good. Oh, he's still at it. He's still at it. We are back at the shop. Barb's truck is totally transformed. We went over the whole drivetrain, the clutch. It's got rear brake, front brake, all that stuff is fresh. Master cylinder. I redid the carburetor, wheels, tires, lowered the thing, new shocks. Totally transformed this thing in like 2 days. And guess what? All in, we decided the price is
$23.85.
So for $2,385, we built a killer little around town, little hot rod truck, including the truck. Yeah. It's awesome. The deals are totally out there. I'm in love with this thing. It takes a little bit of elbow grease, but it's totally fun, and get your bros out and build something cool.
Yeah.
This thing is awesome,
week.
buddy. We got a steak
week.
lunch coming, courtesy of Barb.
Hell yeah.
That's it for this episode of Stay Tuned. It was super fun, and we'll see you guys next time. We might even have to upgrade this thing down the road. Down the road. Right now, I gotta get some. It's time to get some. Maybe one of Zach's cars in or something. We got stuff coming. Hey,
right,
like a boat. Grab your thing.
Woo! Yeah.
Cheers. Cheers, bud.
Cheers.